Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT Time. PGT Time. Tune in on PGT Time. PGT Time. Come join us on PGT Time. PGT Time. Join us on PGT Time. PGT Time. Yeah.
In order for y'all to do what God is calling y'all to do, to take y'all platform to where it's a plateau and it can go to levels that you never seen, don't best believe it's gonna come with devils.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like they know what I'm gonna say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody gonna clean it up.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. What's goody, baby? What's goody in your city, baby? It's good over here on my block. It's good over here on my block. I have a show for y'all tonight, just like I did on Monday, just like I did on last Friday, last Wednesday, last Monday, last Saturday. Just every show is a good show. It's always explosive. But y'all, thank y'all so much for joining tonight. It's been a crazy day. I'll say that. It's been a crazy day. I want to start by just saying thank you. Thank you to God. Shout out to God. Shout out to God, baby. Shout out to God. You know, PGT Time have its ups and its downs. But baby, when I tell you the ups always outweighs the bad, okay? All the time. So I just want to just thank God. That's it. I'm gonna bring up Jason. I'm gonna bring up Jason. Jason look a little different tonight, y'all. He look a little different. You know, I just want to pre-warn y'all. He look a little different, but don't worry about it. You know, we're gonna get things under control. Don't even worry about it. But here go Jason.
Yeah. What up, though? What up? What's good with y'all?
What up? What's good over there?
Appreciate y'all. You know the vibe.
What's good over there on your block?
You know, slow motion is better than no motion. All motion, good motion. You hear me? I have a computer error. However, we working through it, so that's why y'all see me in this form. But you know, it's gonna work out. We good. Dedication.
He's dedicated. That's what it means. He dedicated to PGT Time. He could have been like, Tanel, it ain't looking right. I'm not coming on the show tonight. He could have said, my computer ain't working. I ain't got no other device.
What up, though?
He didn't do that. He said, I'm coming, and I'm going to put on the live on air on y'all asses.
That part.
explicit language, and also allegedly. Jason, I'm glad you're here.
Thanks, same. Likewise, I'm glad everybody else is here. Thanks for Cassandra. We got Carmen in the building, Josette. What up, though, to all of you guys and to anybody else that's in the building with us. Make sure you hit that like symbol, excuse me, the thumbs up symbol. Any of those indicate that you're here, or just say what up, though, in the chat. You heard? But not only that, Please make sure that you go follow us on all platforms. That's including TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, the whole nine. Make sure you follow us all over there. And not only that, on YouTube as well. That's right. Go follow us on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up over on YouTube. Share that to a couple people. Lastly, you don't have to hit any like on this one. We know you rocking with us if you did it already. Go get that Roku app. You heard? So make sure that on your Roku enabled devices, whether it's a TV and or device, make sure that you had a Peachy Tea Time app on there. Just like you would download Hulu or Netflix, you'll download Peachy Tea Time, and that's time spelled with a Y, Tyme, Peachy Tea Time. So then you can watch this on your TV. You know, Gisette didn't upgrade it. She said she in her 65. You hear me? So she watching this on the big screen. But shout out to everybody else that's also watching us on Roku TV. I know Mama Peach watches his own on Roku TV. So everyone else, make sure that you go ahead, download that app. But if you don't want to go do that, YouTube is just fine. Let me see all my YouTubers in the building with us. You heard?
Yes. And another thing, if you're watching on Roku TV, keep your other device going just as well so that you can comment in the chat just as well. Okay. Now, it's motivation tonight. We got another motivation by Miss Montoya. Montoya's motivational moment. So again, we will be having every single show, baby. She got it together. She ain't playing no games. She ain't playing no games. So I can't wait for you guys to hear the one that we'll be playing tonight. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. And you all know we do play them at the end of the show, so that you will go to bed thinking about the motivational clip and you wake up thinking about it. And then, of course, you'll have a great day. All right. So let's get started with our show tonight. I do have something to talk about at the end of the show, I think. Look, Jason, like, yeah, let's just go ahead and get it on out there. So I do have an announcement to make at the end of the show. I don't know if it's something to get excited about or something to be sad about. You know, I don't know. Right now, it's just something that it's just a lot going on. So, but we'll talk about it towards the end of the show. Carmen, remind me. Carmen's good at that, Jason. She'll remind me towards the end of the show. You said you had something to tell us.
What was you going to tell us?
Exactly. So, Carmen, you in charge, baby. You in charge. Please shoot me a reminder at the end of the show. Like right before the motivation, I'll say right before the motivation or after the motivation, whichever one. And we'll let the cat out the bag, basically. All right. But until then, look, Carmen said, I will. Don't worry about it, baby. I will. All right, y'all. Let's take these banners off this screen, baby. And go share the video. Please go share the video. You can start sharing right now. We put in big numbers on Monday. So let's go ahead and try to see if we could do it again this on Wednesday. Let's see if we can do it again on Wednesday. So let's go ahead and let's get it started. This ain't gonna be no long show tonight, Jason. And I tell Jason that all the time. But I'm for real this time. He said every time. But I'm for real. It's not gonna be a long show tonight. We don't have that many clips. Well, we do, but we don't. So let's get started.
Just the right amount.
Just the right amount. Exactly. Just the right amount. So our first clip tonight is they can get it too. They sure can. They can get it too. It's messed up though. Jason, this is messed up, but they can get it too.
Well, a woman who says she suffered more than 300 fire ant bites, mostly on her face, says it happened as police officers held her down in an ant mound. Don't do this! Ants are on my face! Please let go! Help me! You can hear Taylor Rogers in this police body cam video screaming for help after she says she was stopped by Santa Fe Independent School District Police and Santa Fe Police Department officers because she says she was driving the wrong way in a circle drive at her son's school.
And for no reason, thrown on the ground right into a bed of fire ants. Ants are on my face! And then held there while she's screaming that there's fire ants on her. They put handcuffs on her so she can't even brush them off her face.
The absence of empathy and human compassion among some individuals in law enforcement.
Rogers says she was bitten over and over on her face, scalp, neck, chest, back, and arms by fire ants.
And we know that actually, on occasion, they kill animals, and even sometimes they can kill people with enough bites. And I was counting these bites, and I stopped at 300 bites.
Just cut my circulation off. Ants are on my face.
She's now filed a federal lawsuit in Galveston County against the city of Santa Fe and 2 officers. She says she was on school grounds dropping off her 9-year-old son, who was in the car and saw the whole thing.
She's telling these officers, there's ants on my face, and they don't brush them off. This was their punishment. They knew what they're doing. This was no mistake.
While I forgive those officers for their actions that day, I refuse to remain silent in the face of the violation of my son's and my civil rights.
This happened in August 2021.
And the Santa Fe Police Department has not disciplined any officer. They have accepted this behavior.
It's not just a failure of individual officers, but also of the leadership and the first responders who are called upon to resolve societal issues and disputes.
If this is okay to do what they did to Taylor, then what else is okay?
The Santa Fe Police Department says it cannot comment on ongoing litigation.
Baby, Cassandra, when I tell you I was itching, I had to hurry up cover my face like this when I first saw it. Baby, do you know how many people could probably turn into the school and go the wrong way? And this is what happens to you?
See, I don't know. I don't think she was going the wrong way. Please.
That's what they said.
Well, no, I believe that she did go the wrong way, but I don't think that they're gonna pull her out of the car, throw her on the ground, and cuff her just because she went the wrong way. So they stopped her. So they think, okay, you know you're going the wrong way. She said, "Why are you stopping me? I ain't breaking no laws. I ain't do nothing. Where's your officer? You can't do this. I pay your taxes. I'm a tax-paying mom." Blah, 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 blah. And that morning, the police had time. They had time.
Jason,
Shut you right on up. How them ants taste, yo? Like I ain't even... And then they're gonna go with the sympathy. Oh, I forgive those police officers, but this is just not what the community to protect us. Right? I bet you was talking crazy to them. Wild.
I bet you she was too.
Where's that part of the footage where she probably was disrespecting Alex Hernandez or you know what I'm saying, Jose Fernanda, Officer Jose Fernanda, you know what I'm saying? And he was tired of her talking.
He said, "Not today. Not today. This is your second time coming the wrong way." And you want to talk to me?
I got time today.
I'm telling you, they can be treated just
They're not about to get in trouble because they got the cam footage of her going wild on them. They got the cam footage.
They did some heavy editing on this one, baby.
They had to. They're gonna try their best.
She gotta get paid.
No cop got no one's on suspension. No, niggas is like, man, come on, man. No. I'm sorry. I don't have any empathy. I don't have any empathy for that situation. None.
After the way now them fire ant bites, they went away quickly. She done got cleared on up, baby. She done got cleared on up.
I mean, granted, they said it was 2021, so I feel it.
Oh, they did say 2021. Sorry. I
mean, it was 3 years ago, but still.
She probably did clear up quickly. Who knows? But it wasn't quick enough. It wasn't quick enough. Because, baby, I think she's going to get paid.
That's a negative.
I think she's going to get some money. We're going to have to follow this story, y'all, to see if she's going to get paid, okay? We will follow it. All right, y'all. Let's get into this next one. Prom denied. Prom denied. You know, every time I repeat it twice, I think of when the pastor at church and he get ready to preach. he say his topic 2 times. Prom denied. Prom denied. This one made me mad.
Prom is one of the biggest nights of a high school student's life, and a lot of families go all out. They want to make sure that graduate, it's a party to remember for the senior.
Absolutely. So well deserved. You know, Fox 13's Dominic Dillon shares why one student will not be having fond memories of that special night, and it was all due, apparently, to some sort of misunderstanding.
An Oak Haven High School senior says he was robbed of one of the most important nights in a teen's life, prom. He explains how he's not letting this major setback dim his light.
If I was able to go to prom, I was going to celebrate with my friends. I just wanted to have a good time with them one last time.
Instead, Oak Haven High School senior Roderick Johnson was denied that opportunity because of what turned out to be a misunderstanding over a school-issued laptop. A laptop he insists he turned in. Johnson says hours before prom, his date said she got this text message from their principal. "You better tell Rod no prom, he got a device." Johnson says his mom then reached out to the principal about the missing device, but the principal explained the family would have to pay $75 to clear up the laptop issue, or Johnson wouldn't be allowed in the prom. $75 his mom would not have until Monday.
I got home, got undressed, so then I went to go celebrate with my friends on the other side of town. So then that's when me and my mom get a call, and they were like, it was a misunderstanding. Another teacher gave your student's laptop to another student. So then they was like, but he can still come to prom, we still gonna refund your money, but prom was about over with at that time.
Johnson is now looking forward to graduation Saturday.
After graduation, on June 3rd, I plan to ship to basic training and AIT for 4 months before coming home.
Reporting in Oak Haven, Dominic Dillon, Fox 13 News.
They did that little cute boy so wrong.
Clerical error. Clerical error. Clerical
Ain't
error.
no clerical error. No. A laptop, no. Let him come anyways. He just can't get his report card.
I have a bigger question though.
What's your bigger question though?
Why is the principal, one, texting like that? And two, why is he or she texting a student?
Can I answer that? Because we are in the inner city schools.
What that mean? What that got to do? I was related. Wait.
They have tried.
Wait, I was related to my principal in my high school. I wasn't texting her.
That's you.
Nobody was. No child.
The principal says he has upper authority. He tried to call the mama. He tried to call the son. They act like they want to ignore the situation. I'm sure they told him before he even left school that day that you will not be able to come until you get us the laptop.
And he said I returned it.
He said and he also said I'm coming probably. And I will
because I returned it.
But they felt that he did not return it. Remember, Jason, you just said clerical what?
You can't feel that.
Clerical
you gotta know. I'm not backing out of clerical error, but I'm just still saying you gotta verify. You gotta make sure, like, okay, you got it, you did it, my bad. And they did that. It was just too late. But I'm still trying to understand. I'm still understanding why a superior is texting a child. That's what I want to know.
Because he wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
That boy don't come to that doggone prom.
Yeah, that ain't good. That ain't good.
And I disagree. I totally disagree. I'm with you 100%. But this school look just as worse as Lean On Me school. They can care less about anything. Okay, anything. That was nothing as far as that text message to the principal. I bet you ain't nothing gonna happen to that principal because of that text message him sending to the girl. But yeah, that was one of the biggest thing that popped out to me was, and the principal is texting her. He want to make sure that bad. Out of all these 100 of badass kids that's coming to prom, you want to make sure he don't be there that bad that you got to send text message to the girl. So not only did you ruin his prom, you also ruined her prom.
Thank you.
Well. So that's 2 people who prom y'all ruined because of y'all negligence. I want to say that. But they probably did. I mean, by looking at the school, they probably don't even have nobody to sit there and take record of the laptops that's coming. Well, I didn't see him come through the door with a laptop, so I don't know. I don't think he turned it in because I ain't seen him come through the door today with a laptop.
What teacher he give it to?
Exactly. Ain't nobody writing it down. Ain't nobody typing in code 05321.
Not the code, not the UPC code.
They ain't put nothing in the system. All they know is when he walked in and walked through the metal detectors,
he ain't had no laptop.
Nothing went off. He didn't have that laptop. Y'all know everything allegedly on PGT time. Y'all already know. All right, y'all. So I think that's about our fun for tonight.
Right.
Now we got to get into the real deal, Holyfield, okay? So mom of 6. Here we go. Rest in peace.
6 kids in Kansas City are mourning their mother. She died 2 days ago on Mother's Day. Her husband said they were just hurting. Fox 4's Malik Jackson live at KU Hospital tonight where that mom took her final breaths. Malik, they want to remember who she was and also send a message to everyone else.
That's exactly right, Lauren. Makala Patterson was just 36 years old. Her lungs had begun to fail her months ago, but she was about to start the process that would have given her more days on this planet. That's before she slipped away from us just after midnight on Sunday. Tonight, her 6 kids and her husband remember the remarkable woman she was.
Everybody knew she was kind. She helped out everybody. She was a good person.
She was my best friend. Her smile, she was caring. She was just full of joy.
Makala Patterson was the best mom in the world to these 6 kids, spanning the age of 8 to 17. She was their rock, their everything.
She was everything, a caregiver. I loved her laugh. I loved her smile. Love everything about her.
High school sweethearts Cleon and Makala fell in love as teenagers. 21 years and 6 kids later, they still loved each other just like the day they met.
Hey, we took the kids on all the trips, showed them the world.
In December, Miss Patterson's lungs began to fail. Over the next several months, she would be in and out of the hospital. On Sunday around midnight, the dedicated wife and mom took her last breath. Just 1 day before she was set to head to St. Louis to begin the process of getting a lung transplant. 1 day from the rest of her life. A chance she sadly won't get.
It hurt. Like throw up sick hurt. It ain't nothing to play with. Everybody need to get checked. Like people dying left to right. Because you can be here one day and gone the next. Just like my wife was.
And now 6 kids and a father will try their best to go on without the person who made their world go round.
Anytime she walked in a room, it was just full of great spirits. I just loved everything about her.
And there you heard it, but Cleon stresses the importance of getting those regular checkups. Know everything you need to know about your health because it could save your life. This family.
Boy.
All right. Before you say anything, Jason, I'm going to look for the GoFundMe link tonight. I'm trying my best to do it tonight. And I'm going to post it on my page if y'all want to give to that family. All right, Jason, go ahead.
Please make sure you go and donate. Boy, I couldn't get past that man in this goddamn gone.
The narrator.
Man.
Hey, BG. Yeah, the narrator had me. I don't know.
I didn't like it. So it made me take away from the story. The story is extremely sad. I wonder what she just had. Like, was it just straight lung failure? And then why wasn't she on a respirator most of the time? Why couldn't they, like if she had one more day, I'm pretty sure that she should have had some kind of assistance to get her to that appointment. That boggles me right now. You know what I mean?
I know, the day before.
Right.
And then passed on Mother's Day.
That's just intriguing to know that, they didn't. Why wasn't she hooked up? That's the one thing I want to know,
Exactly.
It is very sad, though, that beautiful family lost a beautiful mother. Excuse me.
Exactly. It's very sad. I hope and pray that the dad will be able to keep and raise all 6 of those kids with the help of the village, because it's definitely going to take a village. So that because they're mixed, they got boys and girls,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure the mom more than likely kept them girls in line, and dad probably did too, but I just pray that they don't have to be split apart, raised in different households, and I pray that whatever was going on the day before continues to go on each day after that. That's all I can say about that.
Absolutely.
So, and our prayers goes out to the family. All right, y'all. Lost 2 sons. That's next. After this, we will be going into our commercial break. So here we go.
He never come home to his kids, or me, his grandmama, or his mother. She'd have lost 2 children.
A mother's heartbreak. Her 2 sons shot and killed in less than 2 years. One son gunned down just hours before Mother's Day.
And tonight, the mother and grandmother share their fear for their family with Fox 13's Sierra Jordan.
Kayvon and Styron Ford were both shot and killed in South Memphis. Styron was coming to see his grandma until he was gunned down right here in their next door neighbor's driveway. Now, I was able to sit down with the victim's mother, and she described to me her heartache and pain.
It still feel like a dream. They took both of my kids.
Through the words of this mother, you can hear her pain.
He had the baby on the way. He was not even that type of kid to be out here like that.
The mother says she was grieving and too upset to be on camera. She says her 20-year-old son, Styron Ford, was shot and killed right in front of his grandmother's home on East Mallory Street just after 5:30 Saturday evening. But less than 2 years ago, Styron's older brother, Kayvon, was also gunned down at a convenience store in South Memphis.
To lose your grandson the day before Mother's Day, it couldn't be a great Mother's Day.
We told you before, Taewon Bradford was indicted for first-degree murder for the death of Kayvon Ford and posted a $75,000 bond. Court records show Bradford has a violent criminal history, included aggravated assault. Ford says the court system has failed her family.
We scared, keep giving these killers a slap on the wrist. We're going to continue to have these murders out here.
No answers and no justice for Kayvon and Styron. Instead of celebrating Mother's Day, the family was reliving the tragedy again.
And he always tell me, I got you, Mom. I got you. And for them to take my last son from me, I don't even know what to do.
The Ford family say they will not rest until they get justice. If you have any information on what happened here Saturday, please reach out to Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. In South Memphis.
That's sad.
Yes, that's a tough one.
Very, very tough. And
Losing
devastating.
both children.
Exactly, to gun violence. One was at the store, and then the other one was at grandmother's house. And it definitely seemed targeted, especially at grandmother's house. It was very sad that he had a child on the way that would never, ever get the chance to meet her father, until it's time that God calls her home. So, my prayers are with them. We do not know what type of lifestyle they lived. Just as well, we want to put that out there. We have no idea what type of lifestyle they lived. I'm not saying that that's a cause for a person to be murdered, but at the same time, it's still something that, we should just let that be known. We have no idea. Memphis is different. They is different.
Very much so.
Yes, they are different. So we're gonna act like we don't know too much because we don't, and we're just putting it out there to bring awareness to the community. All right, now let's get into our commercial break. Jason, did you have anything else you want to say on that?
No, just my heart hurts for a family like that, especially for the mother.
Exactly. So when we come back from our commercial break, y'all, we will be doing an update. An update, which is our last story for tonight, just as well. And for those that have been watching the show, especially since last Wednesday, Jason, I think this was last Wednesday. Was this last Wednesday, Jason?
I don't think so.
The Wednesday before last?
I don't even know the story.
You don't remember this story? Remember the two Brianas?
Nope. That probably was a Friday show.
No, it was a Wednesday show. Because he was married to the one in my big picture. And then the little picture, her name is Briana too. One of them is Briana and the other one was Briana with an E.
Sure.
And yeah. And she was missing. Briana Winston was missing. And her boyfriend, which was her baby daddy also, had cleaned out her apartment and everything. And they couldn't find them. And they was looking for both of them because he was married to this young lady. But Briana didn't know. So that's why they got into an argument. Baby, when I tell y'all, I have the update out of this world. Y'all don't want to miss this update. Look, BG said, they like, wait a minute. They look alike. They are husband and wife. But wait till y'all hear the update on this one. But first, let's get into our commercial break. Shout out to my brother, Corey. We will be starting off the commercial break with his joint called Exodus. I love this song. And here we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And when I was wrong, you still bless me. And when I'm alone, God's love will cradle me. The things I've been through, I won't need any more. No, it's time to make a change, and never will I ever be the same. Lord, exit us, and leave me out. Oh yeah, exit us, and leave me out. I know that you're tired of me doing things my own way. Oh yes, you are. When you speak, I move. When you speak, I listen. Carry me so far away. Your will, I will obey.
sat me down on solid ground. Lift me up, and I'm stronger now. Surrendering my all to you. I ain't giving up till spirit move. Holding on to your changing hand. Direct me, Lord, to the master plan. I'm loving you with all my heart, and I'm waiting for you to exit us, and lead me out. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey y'all, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Thank y'all so much for joining me and Jason tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if we got a special guest, thank you, special guest. I thank you for coming, sharing your story. But y'all make sure y'all watch us each and every Wednesday, okay? Each and every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Where you said? You said where? Roku TV, Facebook, YouTube, and also Twitch, baby. Twitch. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Peachy Tea Time spelled with a Y. And make sure you also follow me on all the other platforms just as well. Thank you so much for joining us each and every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Back to the show we go, baby. We going back. Bye.
The remains of a missing Clayton County mother were found in Tennessee. On Friday, police arrested the father of Briana Winston's child and charged him with murder. 11 Alive's Teresa Bowles has more on how police found her body.
More than a month after being reported missing, Briana Winston's family has the answer to what happened to her.
In an argument, she had confronted him after learning about his infidelity. He choked her.
Clayton County Police Lieutenant Ashanti Marbury says the hands around Winston's neck belonged to Mikhail Edwards. He cleaned out their College Park apartment, but that's not where the story ends. Edwards is accused of zipping Winston's body up in a suitcase and jumping into his newly wedded wife's car to get rid of Winston's body in Tennessee. He then met with a man who police say has immunity, and the details get more gruesome from there.
Together, the two men placed the suitcase inside of a burn barrel. They doused it with accelerant, lit a fire, and they kept that fire burning from the early afternoon until nightfall,
leaving only a skeleton and her belongings that they buried in multiple places. Next, Marbury says Edwards looped his own family into his crimes. Edwards allegedly borrowed his new wife, Brianna Phillip Edwards' car. She's facing charges for helping and lying to police. Edwards, Phillips, and two other family members are facing tampering with evidence charges for getting rid of Winston's other things because Edwards had a slip-up.
While reviewing jail calls, we heard Michael tell Brianna Edwards Phillips to burn a pair of shoes.
Edwards now faces 6 felony charges, including malice murder. Not ready to talk right now, Winston's family says off camera that this is the closure they were waiting for. In Clayton County, Teresa Bowles, 11 Alive News.
Brianna Phillips Edwards and Mikhail Edwards are due in court again on June 5th.
All right. Now we have a few more clips on this story. And no need to worry. The young lady that told the story during the press conference in the pretty green and beige dress, we have her full statement. So stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. This was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That you can manipulate and encourage, and the list goes on because I can name even more words, but you can get your entire family to be a part of something. Like nobody was strong enough to say, what is you doing?
That part.
What is you doing?
Well, there's one. Whoever helped them, they got immunity, meaning that they called in was like, you know what? They had to give a good deal for that. They gave a good deal. They probably gave where he was, how to find him, what happened for him to get
He
immunity.
told everything.
Oh yeah, whole thing.
And I do believe that, and everything is allegedly on here. Okay. The way I took some of these clips, because he did immunity, that he wasn't gonna get no time at all. He's testifying against them, basically. That's what that means. So I feel like that's crazy. To me, that's just like letting the killer out on the streets, back out on the streets. Either way it go, he probably wasn't the one that actually did it, but you helped. You helped get rid of her body. That means to me, you also is capable of doing the same thing. If you gonna help dispose of the body, and baby, y'all ain't heard nothing yet. Y'all ain't heard nothing yet. We just getting started. We just warming up, Jason. Let's get into the second clip.
Say a man's entire family was involved in the murder of a Clayton County woman.
And now they're facing charges. This case is gruesome. Atlanta News First anchor Tori Cooper joins us live from outside the Clayton County Police Department.
And Tori, police say it all started with the woman's boyfriend.
That's what police are saying. They say they went through statement after statement. They even went through jail phone calls. And they say this is why tonight they believe that Mikhail Edwards, his wife, his mother, and brother all allegedly played a role in the disappearance of Briana Winston.
I remember having her all the time when she was a baby, playing in her hair.
It's small memories like this that Jasmine Walker is cherishing now more than ever before.
The last couple of months it's been hard. I've had sleepless nights, just up worrying, just thinking like, where's Briana?
Her cousin, 23-year-old Briana Winston, was last seen on March 16th, and now the Clayton County Police Department says they believe she was murdered by her boyfriend.
It was malice murder because it took some forethought.
Police say her boyfriend, Mikhail Edwards, planned to kill her and eventually carried out that plan. Investigators say on March 17th, he went to Briana's apartment where the two began arguing because he married another woman in secrecy.
She had confronted him after learning about his infidelity to her. He choked her.
From there, police say Mikhail put her body in a suitcase, drove to a man's house in Tennessee, burned her body. Then the two men allegedly disposed of her remains on the highway and behind a church in a cemetery. Police say they weren't the only people who helped cover up her murder.
It turned into a family affair.
Police say Mikhail's wife gave him her car to drive to Tennessee. His mother and brother allegedly burned his shoes and a pair of gloves to conceal Briana's murder. All three are now facing charges, but Briana's family still feels helpless.
I've just been crying every night because I wasn't there to help her.
But now that she's been found and brought back home,
I wasn't going to sleep until she was found. And I'm not going to give up until justice is served.
Now, the other man in Tennessee who allegedly helped burn Briana's body was granted immunity in exchange for his confession. Reporting live in Clayton County tonight, I'm Tori Cooper, Atlanta News First.
Hey, Mama Peach. Mama Peach in the building. Mama Peach, you just missed your son's song. Sorry. Okay. back to the story. Yeah, Jason. That's all you can say.
That's all you can.
The mama was involved. The newly wife was involved. Now, he done married this girl, y'all, and didn't even tell his baby mama that he was getting married. They secretly got married.
His girlfriend, not even his baby mama. That was his girlfriend at the time.
His girlfriend, yep. His girlfriend at the time. But they had a child together.
Yeah.
And then he done secretly married this girl for months. They've been married for months. And you feel like you gotta kill this woman?
Mm-hmm.
You was wrong. You was in the wrong. This is all you. All you. Now you have destroyed all these people's lives.
That part.
All these people's lives. Even your mama life. You done destroyed it. It was already destroyed if you would have did it and left everybody out. It would have been destroyed because she was going to lose you. But now you done got her involved in this mess. Now her life is what's the word I was just using? Destroyed. Destroyed. That's crazy to me. And we got a couple more clips. But Jason, that's crazy.
That is.
And when y'all hear the details, all I can say is just be prepared. Here we go.
County Police released some new details this afternoon in the disappearance and murder of Briana Winston.
She hasn't been seen in nearly 2 months, and now her boyfriend faces criminal charges in that case, along with several members of his family. Let's get out to Fox 5's Tyler Fingert, who's live at Clayton County Police headquarters with what we just learned. Tyler?
Yeah, Tom, good evening to you. These are truly some disturbing details about Briana Winston's murder. According to Clayton County Police, she was choked to death, then put into a suitcase, driven across the state line, and burned in Tennessee. Nearly 2 months after Briana Winston was last seen, Clayton County Police have cracked the case and say she was murdered by her boyfriend, Michael Edwards, after an argument about cheating. Investigators say Edwards married a woman while with Winston.
Edwards did go to Briana's apartment during the early morning hours of March 17th, and in an argument where she had confronted him after learning about his infidelity to her, he choked her.
Detectives say Edwards then put her into a suitcase, drove her to Tennessee, where he and another man burned her body. Investigators say they were able to figure all this out with the help of that other man who assisted Edwards. He was offered an agreement in exchange for immunity.
Together, the two men placed the suitcase inside of a burn barrel located behind the home. They doused it with accelerant, lit a fire, and they kept that fire burning from the early afternoon until nightfall.
According to that unidentified man, the two then disposed of Winston's bones in 2 different areas.
It was not a crime that was committed in the heat of passion. There was malice. There was some intent there.
Clayton County Police say during the investigation, Edwards was in jail on another charge unrelated to the murder, but was caught on a jail call asking his wife, Briana Phillips Edwards, to burn a pair of shoes and gloves. She faces several charges, including party to commission of murder. Investigators say Edwards' mom, Ebony Anderson, and his brother, Keelan Wright, are also charged for helping destroy evidence.
It turned into a family affair. He definitely looped everyone in to this crime.
And Winston's family was at this afternoon's news conference, but they were too broken up to speak. But they told me off camera they are extremely grateful to the Clayton County Police Department to be able to figure out what exactly happened in this case. We're live.
I'm Lieutenant Marbury, Major Felony Unit Commander at CID. So on April 1st, Briana Winston was reported by her family as a missing person after they had not seen or heard from her since about March the 16th. On April 2nd, we assumed the investigation. It was myself, Sergeant Bice, Sergeant Teskey, Detective Bryson, Detective Moore, and Detective Wright. We tirelessly worked to figure out exactly what happened to Briana. So after employing several investigative measures and obtaining more than 20 search warrants, the investigation led us to Tennessee, where we found answers that left us some happiness but a lot of sorrow for Briana. On Monday, May 6th, we traveled to Tennessee, and we were received by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, who had on our behalf enlisted the assistance of other agencies, such as the TWRA, which is the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, and also first responders within the Madison and Lauderdale counties. On May 7th, we started our search along a stretch of I-40. We were looking for the remains of Briana. We eventually traveled to Gates, Tennessee, where we were met with a man who we believed would be able to tell us the full story on what we had been piecing together for approximately a month. After reaching a dead end in pleading and basically negotiating with him for the truth, as a last resort, we introduced the offer of a proffer, through which he provided us with the intricate details that not even we were expecting to hear. So we sat down with the Lauderdale County ADA, Ms. Julie Pillow, and in that room, the man confirmed that on March the 17th, Michael Edwards arrived at his home, and he took a suitcase out of the trunk, which contained Briana Winston's body. Together, the two men placed the suitcase inside of a burn barrel located behind the home. They doused it with accelerant, lit a fire, and they kept that fire burning from the early afternoon until nightfall, burning Briana's body until she was just skeletal remains. The man told us that both he and Edwards used a shovel to break down Briana's bones in an attempt to speed up the burning process. And then once nightfall hit, Edwards took a portion of Briana's remains, which he was to dispose on the side of the highway. The man also told us what was left within the burn barrel he took and transported to a church in Ripley, Tennessee. He took that barrel behind the church and dumped the remains in a cemetery in the wooded area. When we asked how it was that Briana was killed, the man was able to tell us that Edwards did go to Briana's apartment during the early morning hours of March 17th, and in an argument where she had confronted him after learning about his infidelity to her, he choked her. Assisted by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, as previously mentioned, we recovered Briana's remains at the cemetery. And prior to traveling to Tennessee, we interviewed several people. Briana Edwards Phillips is one of those people that we interviewed. There was also Ebony Anderson, who is the mother of Michael Edwards. She was interviewed as well. On April 4th, we interviewed Michael. On the 5th, we interviewed Briana. And during that interview, it was found out that she had provided several statements that were verbal and written. They were false. And for that, we did take out an arrest warrant. Also learned in that interview on April 5th, we found out that she had secretly married Michael on January 5th of 2024, and nobody was aware that the two were married. So, Michael, on April 8th, we took warrants out on him. That was for aggravated stalking. That was related to a previous case where he was in violation of a stay-away order from October 2023. It was October 13th, 2023. It was a domestic violence arrest that stemmed from an incident that occurred between him and Briana. And while reviewing jail calls, we heard Michael tell Briana Edwards Phillips to burn a pair of shoes and a pair of gloves. He also told her that his brother Keelan Wright would assist her with the burning of these items. Upon returning from Tennessee, we were able to obtain arrest warrants for additional arrest warrants for Michael. They were for aggravated assault, malice murder, felony murder, tampering with evidence. Warrants were obtained for conspiracy to tamper with evidence related to Ebony Anderson and Keelan Wright, because we found evidence through our search warrants that they had in fact burned the shoes and the gloves that Michael asked them to burn for them. We placed an additional warrant out for the arrest of Briana Edwards Phillips after we found evidence that suggested that she had provided Michael with a ride to Tennessee, and she also was very well aware of his whereabouts on March 17th while he was there burning Briana's remains. Are there any questions?
Did Briana Phillips Edwards, did she go with him? You said
Damn shame.
Hmm?
And you mean, I said that's a damn shame.
I know, right?
And you mean to tell me that I get why they threw immunity at him? Because there's no way they would have got that many details.
Exactly. They wouldn't have got anything, nothing at all.
Nothing at all. So somebody had to be the one to give that information. I still feel like he need to be in prison.
Yeah.
He did way too much.
I think they're gonna find a way to also, you know what I'm saying, get back at them. They just can't do it with this stuff.
Mm.
You know, they're gonna find a different way to do it.
The mom was involved, the brother was involved, the wife was involved, and he was involved. And then plus whoever this other person is. They're not saying who he was.
Yeah.
Excuse me. He just said it was somebody that they knew, that he knew. So in Tennessee. So, all right, y'all. Let's get into these comments right quick before we get up out of here. Carmen said all they asses need to go to jail. Confusion or not. That dummy wife. She's so stupid. That was a sickening and unspeakable act of cowardice. Shame on all of them, and shame on the officers that made a deal with the other killer to not get any time. I agree. BG said, what's the big secret? They got married and exactly.
But that again, I get where she's coming from, but the police wouldn't have got nothing if he wouldn't have gave the information. So it is a good leverage for him. I mean, he got everything in his power, you know.
I would have preferred the brother to have told everything and he got immunity. Because the only thing they got on the brother is that he told the wife that the brother would help burn the clothes. Not saying that the brother actually went over there and helped.
And helped, right.
You know what I'm saying? She could have lied when she went in there and said, yeah, he helped. Just to pull everybody down too. You know? So I would have preferred for the brother to get immunity, but the one that literally helped, like if y'all don't keep an eye on him, BG said, what was the motive? They got into a fight. He went home. Went to the girlfriend's house and I guess told her that he got married, or she had already found out before he got there that he had got married to somebody. And they got into a big fight and argument and he choked her. That's what happened. So unnecessary. Yes, so unnecessary. All right, y'all. So we're gonna continue to pray for
I said absolutely.
Yeah, for Brianna's family. It's sad that something like this can happen, but hey, you know, these streets is very, very sickening right now. Very sickening. So let's get into our motivation. Montoya's motivational moment. And when we come back, we will talk about the motivation. Here we go.
So I am here to say, today is a day where I want to encourage you to be true to yourself. Because how can you be true to somebody else when you're not true to you? You know what I'm saying? How can you love somebody else when you don't love yourself? How can you be faithful to somebody when you're not faithful to yourself? You know what I'm saying? So I want to get on here and tell you to be true to yourself. And I'm talking to me as well. You know, I woke up this morning and just was like, God, okay, it's got to be another way. Give me a plan. Give me a plan for my purpose. You know what I'm saying? And I know we get disappointed. I know we get discouraged. But I want to let you know that today is the day that you can be true to you. Because the world's waiting on you. I know the world's waiting on me. And we should be making money every single day. And the word of God says that I would have fainted if I have not seen the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. I'm ready to see that. And I know that you are too. I don't want to just keep living the life of a dead person, a dead man with no purpose, with no fulfillment. I want to be fulfilled in the purpose that God has for me. And I encourage you to be fulfilled in the purpose He has for you. No fear in this game called life. Can't have fear. So be true to you today. Be true to the call on your life. Be true to the perception that you're giving everybody else. Be true to you. So yes, today is the day Today is the day where change can instantly come. God always makes a way of escape. Ooh, glory to God. Always. I see it oh my Lord. If we just stop and ask God, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to move? I'm telling you, God will give you an answer. He will give you a way of escape from any issue, any problems that you're encountering. Anything that's going on with you, he will give you in your mindset, in your heart. He will talk to you. He will lead you. He will guide you. Let him do that today. I'm telling you, it ain't over until it's over.
It ain't over till it's over, baby. That was Montoya's. Oh, let's give her a hand. That was Montoya's motivational moment. Y'all see that's Jason. Jason fell off for a second. There he go. There he go. There he go. Hey, Jason. I can't hear you. And we can't see you. Can you hear me, Jason? I don't know what Jason can hear, what he can't hear. But yeah, so that was Montoya's motivational moment. I basically wanted to say something. Okay, there's Jason. Can you hear us, Jason?
Now I can.
Okay, yes, now I can hear you too. But I'm glad Jason came back up. Because I did wanna I see Carmen in the chat. How about tell us. So I don't know how to say it, Jason. Okay, so okay, so I was blessed with the studio space. I know I was trying to figure it out, Jason. I'm trying to figure it out. But I was blessed with the studio space back in December. And yeah, I didn't plan this. I didn't plan how I was gonna tell y'all this or nothing. I just told Jason what was going on. And I contacted my friends and told them just as well. But unfortunately, as of June 7th, actually before June 7th, I would no longer be in the studio space. I would no longer be in the studio space. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to be there. I was so thankful for the lady that offered me the space. Didn't have to pay a dime at all except for filling it up. You know, we put a lot into it. But hey, um, there's no more studio space right now. Now, one thing I do know for sure, two things for certain, is that the same way God gave me that is the same way He gonna give me another space. Where it will be at, I'm not sure just yet. When I will have it, I'm not sure just yet. But I know it's coming. You know, when one door closes, another one opens, and we all know that. Yeah, I was sad, disappointed, but it was out of my control. I did nothing wrong at all whatsoever. Before y'all think that I did nothing wrong at all. I did exactly what I was supposed to do as the CEO, founder of PGT Time. I don't play with PGT Time, so I would never do anything to jeopardize this platform. So it was completely out of my control. I don't want to go into details about what all happened and everything, but I did want to make sure I brought it to you all to let y'all know. I may do one more show in there. I may do two more shows in there. I'm not sure. But as of right now, I just want to make sure that I brought it to y'all. It was brought to me today, so I'm bringing it to y'all today just as well. And Jason can vouch for that. Jason can vouch for that. That I literally found out today, while on my way to pick up my kids from school today. But at the end of the day, I'm thankful for the opportunity. I'm thankful that she believed in me enough, and she still believes in me.
I'm about to say still
I
do.
love this lady. She loves me just as well. So nothing in it on anything bad or anything like that. What I will say is this: when you own your own stuff, the only person that can take you away is God. That's it. That's it. When you own your own. When you don't own your own, it can be taken away by God, Jimmy John down the street. Who else? I mean, it can just be taken away.
Anybody.
But from anybody. So again, I'm sad. It hurt my feelings, but again, there's nothing I can do. It's literally out of my control. So we will see another PGT Time studio, though. I will tell you that. We will see that. That's a fact. Jason, you want to say anything? I do have one more clip that's like 30 seconds that I forgot to play. But if you want to say anything about the studio, Jason didn't even get a chance to come and see the studio. Yeah, he came, but we didn't get a chance to go in and do a show because I had to go to the funeral. So, but is there anything you want to say?
In the right time, in the right place, everything will fall into its own puzzle piece. So
I knew he was gonna say something encouraging.
Right? We're gonna keep building this puzzle. All of we're gonna keep building it, and we're gonna keep doing what we do best. So I'm not worried.
Exactly. Look, Carmen said, "How's she gonna let you fix up her spot and take it away?" I can tell you this: she didn't take it from me at all. But it's gone from both of us. Is that okay? Is that a good way to
I'll
say
leave it at that. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's gone from both of us. So it's not that she took it away and she gonna be there. No, neither one of us is there. So we'll say that. Now, Carmen, girl, you got my phone number, girl. You know you could call me.
That part.
You can call me and I give you the details, the rundown. But no, I definitely want to make that clear. She did not, put me out, anything like that. We both had to go. So but that's it. We out of here. Jason, let everybody know where they can find you.
You know the vibes. Come catch them over on CTV Radio. All platforms. Just type in CTV and then radio together. Make sure you're following us over on YouTube, following us on TikTok. A lot of great things are happening.
A lot of great things are happening on both ends. A lot of great things are happening on both ends. Y'all already know where y'all can find me at. And also, don't forget my first annual Stop the Violence awareness campaign. This one y'all gonna see me and Jason together again, hopefully. The Lord's will. Stonecrest Mall. That's still going on. Ain't no stopping PGT time. I don't care what happened. Only person that can stop PGT time is God and me. That's it. None more, none less. Because I am in it for the long run. Okay. So I need y'all to make sure y'all come on out here to Stonecrest Mall. Even if y'all stay far away, y'all come vacation. Take a vacation and come on down to the A and spend it with your girl right in front of Foot Locker. Y'all can go ahead and get y'all pair of tennis shoes. Come on back out. Not on PGT time. No. Not on PGT time. No, not on this. But anyway. Look, not on us. Not on us. But yeah, so make sure y'all look out for that. It's gonna be August 10th, from 12 to 3 p.m. And we will be discussing domestic violence and gun violence. And I have a big old thing planned out. When I say God is good, baby, God is good. When one door closes, another one opens up. So we're gonna end the show tonight, y'all. We will not be back up. Okay, but I gotta play this clip. I forgot to play it. Y'all remember Samuel Sterling from Grand Rapids, Michigan, the guy that I've been covering the story. I think I covered it Friday and Monday. Definitely on Monday. But Sterling was ran over by the police officer, was pinned up against Burger King by a police officer's car. I showed y'all the full body cam footage just as well. Horrible, horrible thing. That Friday, I believe it was. That Friday, I showed you guys Sterling's story and Riley's story together. I just didn't show y'all the body cam footage. But Riley was another young man that was hit by the police officer in his vehicle too. And this was in a 2-week span. So Sterling died 5 hours after he got pinned up against Burger King. And y'all all saw that story when you watched it on Monday. But Riley was still fighting for his life. He was still fighting for his life. And at the end of the show, shout out to Josette. That's why I love y'all so much. When I tell y'all I love my Peaches and Mr. Peaches, they be finding stuff for me. And as soon as that show was over, Josette hit me up. She said, Riley died today. What? He died today. I said, oh my gosh. So let me show y'all this 30-second clip. And me and Jason is out of here. We love you guys. And don't forget, gotta listen to my babies. Here we go.
Police said was hit by a patrol car while running from Kent County deputies has died. Ben Johnson, who is also representing this family, says 17-year-old Riley Doggett died shortly after 10 last night. Deputies say Doggett was in what they believe was a stolen vehicle connected to several crimes in Kent County when they attempted to stop the car on April 8th. Officials said Doggett and one other person then got out of the car and attempted to run while the vehicle was still in motion. They said Doggett was hit by a deputy's vehicle and
PG time.